3, 2. I see you.
Said that it's, that's him 100%. I mean, without me hearing his voice, I'm like, it's unconfirmed. But if you got friends that knew him and grew up with him saying it's confirmed, then I gotta say, hey, yeah, this is probably Brian Koberger. But I did send it into the FBI. I did clip that. I also went through 80,000 phone calls, found the number, sent it into the FBI as well, and they have that, and hopefully they get down to that information.
Good. Do you know that they are in receipt of it? Did they come back to you at all?
I know they have it. I never got an email back yet.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I had to get on here. I've been following this case since day one. Delphi. I mean, this case, it's been one that I remember very, vividly in my mind. Now, when this case had first taken off, it was, I remember Nancy Grace. She was on HLN. And, when I covered it, I didn't cover it till 5 years, maybe 5 years down the line. The day that Richard Allen got arrested, some of you may have been here with me. What's going on, Jersey June? I see you in the building. Jersey June Bug, Sailor. Nice to see you guys, the familiar faces, Delana, Angel Shots. I appreciate all of you. But, as soon as the haters thought I was gone, I'm back. I need them people that are haters. Just, keep unsubscribing, keep showing love. It's all good. I appreciate you guys, regardless of the fact. We are here to spread positivity and to celebrate a victory for Abby and Libby, most importantly. Okay. These are two little girls that were victimized. They were brutally killed by the person found guilty today, and we're going to jump into that, okay? We're going to jump into that. Maybe we take some phone calls, get turned back up on the Rev Gang kick. Nobody's going to stop it. It is what it is. We got a lot of lives to touch. We have changes to make in our country. There is a lot of effed up stuff going on that I don't like, that I'm seeing every single day, that I've been watching since I've been off YouTube. So, I'm dedicated to making a change, and regardless of who says what, we ain't paying attention to that shit no more. Let's get back on the kick. Make sure you hit the like button as you're coming in. If you are celebrating the victory of justice today for Libby and Abby, drop it in chat. Today is the day. We dropped it the same day when Libby and Abby, Richard Allen got arrested. We dropped it all day long. Today is the day. Today is the day. Today is the day. I remember when we got rumblings of rumors of the words that were coming out. We had down the hill, and we had, several different things flowing around. We seen this guy dancing with a pool stick. Now we've gotten all the way to this point where there is a verdict in this case, and it's guilty. And we're going to jump into that, though. Let me say what's up to everybody. Sailor, I do see you. Vol fan in the building. Green Eyes. Nice to see you, my friend. I miss you guys so much. Honey B in the building. She says, I have my phone. What? You said, I have my phone in my purse with my earbud in. Shout out to you. Hey, shout out to you. Let me know if you can hear this, by the way. Let me see if you can hear this. Shout out to all of you in the building, though. And let me make sure I got my sounds right. Like, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Let me know if you hear this. Shout out to all of y'all. Said justice for Libby and Abby. I knew guilty. You said you knew guilty all along. And I felt the same way. But I'm not taking shots at anyone else who didn't feel that way, because I know there's a lot of people. It's not the popular opinion when it comes to this case. There was a lot of people that thought Richard Allen was not guilty, but I'm one of those people that thought he was all along. From the start, As soon as they found him, as soon as I seen anything be mentioned on him or read anything about him, when it came to this case and the evidence, come on now. Like I just could not, let those things slide by. I'm not going to overlook that because people are yelling, he's not guilty. Let me go ahead and I respect your opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm not seeing anything otherwise. We're talking about a person who admitted to this crime and then tried to re-swallow it. You can't, I'm sorry, I'm going to believe your words. When you tell me you committed a crime, I'm all in. I'm all in on that person. I gotta say, look, I believe your words. Just like I believe in other cases, people were let down. What's going on, Kathy? Nice to see you. Kathy, the builder. Peggy, nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. You said I miss your old studio, audio and vibe. Jen, I hear you. And you know what? Maybe we get a different look. You never know. You never know. You never know. What's going on, Shar? It's nice to see you. Shar in the building. Nice to see my friends from Discord. Courtney, nice to see you. What do you guys think about this, though? You said first time Richard Allen got arrested, we waited all night and day with you. Time I heard of. Yeah, no doubt, JR. We were on it for like 8 to 12 hours. So I definitely, I don't know if you changed your name or not, but because it's not familiar to me, but definitely remember sitting there and talking to you guys. Courtney, I definitely seen you there. Who else did we have in here that was there? Not sure. But Carly says, hey, everyone, what's going on, Carly? Nice to see you. Let's run the news real quick.
And good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Scott Swan in the Channel 13 studios. We've got breaking news coming out of Carroll County this afternoon. We have learned there is a verdict in the Delphi murders case, and we've got a crew on the scene just outside the Delphi courthouse. Anne Marie Tiernan joins me live to tell us what you know at this hour. Anne?
Scott, Bob just stepped outside of the court. Verdict was read. We're told it took less than.
We got a little bit of lag going on. I don't like that. I don't like lag. I'm good on that. Like, I'm good on lag. But hold up. Before we dive into this video, the verdict, you obviously seen it came in. You've been on the internet. You know that he's found guilty. But I do want to say this before we jump into any more of anything or listen to any of these videos and people talking in front of the courthouse. I definitely do want to say this. Dear God, we come together today, united as a community with heavy hearts, but unbreakable resolve. We lift up Abby, Libby, whose lives were taken too soon. And we thank you for guiding the hands of justice that have now brought a verdict for them. Though nothing can bring them back, we pray that this verdict brings their families and loved ones a measure of peace, knowing that their voices have been heard and justice has been served. Lord, as we gather, we also hold close to our hearts Kaylee, Xana, Ethan, and Madison, the young souls whose lives were tragically taken in Idaho. We know that their families, friends, and communities seek answers, strength, and peace during this time. And we pray that Brian Koberger faces the court and justice prevails once again, and that this chapter of their lives may offer healing and closure for all affected by these unspeakable losses. We pray not only for justice, but for protection and guidance as we call upon anything and every victim that is out there listening, dead or alive. Lord, I want to thank you for my spiritual connection that I have with this earth, the talents you have given me, and the platform you have blessed me with. No matter what people say, you always show me the light, and I appreciate you. In the name of thy son, Jesus Christ, amen. Shout out to y'all. Y'all. Crazy. Let's jump into this.
Next, Bob, explain the scene, everything you've learned.
So, and it was, 2 minutes. Guilty, 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 and guilty. All 4 counts against Richard Allen. Jurors came back. Obviously, it must
Get the fuck out of here!
That's how I'm feeling today. That is how I'm feeling. All counts. Get him up out of here. I know there was a lot of people that were like, "Yo, Rev, he's not guilty, man." And I respect your opinion, but at the end of the day, our peers found him guilty. Our peers found him guilty, and he admitted to these murders. Simple as that.
Ask the defense team
What's going on, Francis? Nice to
if
see
they
you.
wanted to pull the
Lisa in the
jurors.
building.
The
What's going
defense
on,
team
Roop?
did, so we got to hear every one of the jurors say that indeed was their verdict. Again, guilty on felony murder of Abby Williams, guilty felony murder of Libby German, guilty
All 4 counts.
murder of knowingly or intentionally killing Abby, and guilty murder knowingly or intentionally killing Libby. Richard Allen sat emotionless. He did not show any.
I'm sorry, and I'm gonna keep pausing this as this keeps going because I have a lot of thoughts with this case, and a lot of thoughts in towards anybody that is willing to kill a child. Like it just doesn't get any more devilish than this shit right here. You are looking at the devil on your screen right now as you sit here. You're looking. We're listening to this video. You're looking at the devil. What he did to them, ripped them away from their families, violated them. And, like I said, I respect the people who go, he's not guilty. He's, whatever. You came up with that decision, and I respect the fact that you were able to think for yourself and not go with what anyone else was saying. But I think this dude's guilty of sin, and nobody could change my mind.
Emotion during the verdict as it was
Candy
read.
Rapper, I appreciate you. Thank you for the 16 months, my
defense
friend.
counsel, specifically Andrew Baldwin, was sitting right next to him. He had his arm around Richard Allen at that time. He was rubbing the back of his head.
21.
The families, the judge made it very clear that she wanted everyone to remain respectful, no outbursts in the courtroom, and there were not. But the families of Abby and Libby certainly were overcome with emotion.
What's up, Brian, my boy?
Becky Patty, that's Libby's grandmother. She was clutching her husband Mike's arm, and when the verdict came in, right in the front row, Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter, he put his hands, he put his head down into his hands. He began crying. Again, it took less than 2 minutes for the main part of all of this to play out, and at the end of it,
it's heavy, man.
Thanked the jurors for their service.
Thank you, Dee, for the 21. I appreciate it.
For what she said was a well-argued case on both sides. Richard Allen was led away in handcuffs, and at that point, after he left the room, after the judge left the room, after the jurors left the room, that's when.
Man, we don't like lag. I'm not gonna be able to deal with no lag. I'm sorry. I need that out of here.
When we really saw the emotion, that's when we saw, again, Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter. He reached back and he held on tightly to Libby's grandmother's hand.
I know it's tough.
Ooh.
You've been watching these families. It's emotional for everybody involved. The families sharing to you that when they saw.
Damn, that dude, he was breaking down. He was breaking down. Shout out to the people. I do want to say shout out to the people like this guy right here that have a fucking heart, because not many people out here in this world right now have a heart or soul and don't care about shit but money. I'm telling you that right now. So when you have people like this right here, you need to cherish these type of people, because these type of people are a dime of a dozen these days. There is way too many people that are out here that want to do things that grift off the community and claim that these other people are grifting. But in reality, when you see people like this, you need to cherish them. I don't care if it's a guy, a woman, anybody who has a heart and is willing to express their heart and be right there in front of people, thousands of people on a news station at that. You got to cherish those type of people. There might be some people like, man, he's soft, or man, he's just a pussy. Excuse my language. But in general, people say that about people like this. But in reality, people like this are the type of people that will have your back and don't play. And if you died, they would be fighting for you. They would have the same emotions for you. Some people don't believe that, but I truly believe it. Let's keep going.
Some of the testimony and some of the evidence in the case, and hearing the voice of a loved one that they haven't heard for 7.5 years. I mean, this has been very, very difficult. We did see outside when the news broke, Emily, quite an outburst here along the streets.
Yeah, there was a lot of cheering, guilty, guilty. You saw some people crying and rushing away. Saw a man, a gentleman that I've seen sitting with the Allen family throughout the trial. He walked out.
I do want to ask a few people this before I continue, and I'm gonna let this play the rest of the way after I say this. But I want to see in chat who believes K was involved. And when I say K, I'm talking about, you guys know who I'm talking about if you follow this case. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Do you allegedly think K was involved? Because I've seen people throwing that around, and as I've watched and listened to parts of this trial and people, you know, talk about this trial and what's happened in it, right? Like I've definitely been listening and watching and really soaking in the information that has came out when it comes to this case. Do you believe that RA's wife, allegedly K, is involved? I've seen some people throwing that around. Now, personally, me, I don't believe that. I mean, did she know, if anything? Maybe, allegedly. But involved? Absolutely not. But I feel like if you know the information, if you heard this information and you didn't go to police, then there's a problem, right? That's how I look at it. But if I seen people throwing this around, I'm thinking in my head, if she did allegedly know, then you got to carry some of that weight. Because that's not nothing light. It's not like, yo, I stole a pack of cigarettes, or I went over here and did this with my wife. Nah, it ain't none of that. We're talking about somebody who knows about 2 little girls that were savagely murdered by an animal. Anybody who can kill kids is an animal to me. I don't care what they say. Straight up.
Get the fuck out of here!
Get them up out of here, because we don't give a shit. That's nasty. That's disgusting. And I'm glad that he was found guilty. Do they have the wrong person? I don't believe so. I'm going to go off of Richard Allen's own words. Okay? I'm going off his words. You can't. Now, have people been talked into confessions? Absolutely. We can dig into that talk with the people who are like, yo, he's not guilty. We can get into it. Was he forced into a false confession? Is that what you're telling me? You're going to tell me that somebody could convince a grown-ass man to say, I murdered 2 girls. You're going to tell me that? Because I don't know. Now, I've heard of false confessions being put out there, and, you know, I've looked at it before, right? But for you to go out and admit that you killed 2 little girls, it's hard for me to really look back on that when you start to cry wolf after you admit to it. I'm sorry. What's going on, Melly? Nice to see you, my friend.
Out very swiftly and very quietly, and I kind of perked up to see him, and I thought, what's that about? And then the next thing you know, here was the pool reporter coming out with all of the charges. But yeah, loud out here, people cheering.
There was a lot for this jury to consider, Bob. We were adding it up. We kind of got 19 or 20 hours of deliberations is what we think is probably a pretty close estimate to going through all that evidence, all the witness testimony, which frankly was very contradictory. And they were able to sort through that. But this resounding, we had talked about the possibility perhaps of there being a split in this verdict. Maybe the knowing and intentional would maybe not be something given the evidence that the jury thought that they would be able to say beyond a reasonable doubt, but that all proved not to be the case.
Not the case. And the jury did, I believe that obviously the confessions moved the jury. That was the most powerful evidence we saw, I think, throughout this entire verdict. And I think that was something that moved jurors in this situation. And it appears that they also believed the physical evidence that the state presented, tying Richard Allen to the scene.
That cartridge, right?
Yeah.
That cartridge. I'm curious to know what the faces of the juries were. They stoic? Were they? Did they look at anyone?
To be honest, Emily, I was looking directly at Richard Allen, and I was trying to look at the families. We should mention a sentencing date has been set So December 20th is when Richard Allen will be sentenced. And during the sentencing portion of the verdicts being read today, this was after.
What do you think he's going to get when it comes to that day with the verdict?
The verdicts were read, but at that point, Richard Allen turned around. It was the first emotion that we saw. He looked at his wife, Kathy, and he said, "Are you okay?" Kathy was crying. Richard Allen's mother was in court. She was crying. Again, as things started to clear out, Jerry Holman, Indiana State Police detective, who has been on this case for multiple years, he went over and he hugged the defense team and he kissed Nick McLeland, the prosecutor. There were a lot of hugs on the side of the prosecution. Again, after the families were starting to leave, we were asked to stay in the courtroom to give the families a chance to file out. The families went up to the prosecution team, shook hands, hugged as well. So a lot of emotion. Again, everyone kind of kept things in check while the jury was in there, while the judge was in there afterward. That's when we saw the emotion really starting to let out.
You said trust. Hold on. You said trust the jury and lean towards guilty, but absolutely open to the juror's verdict. And welcome sunshine that may shine on the story. Holden, Libby, and Abby. Great words, KK. Thank you. Great words. Great words. Love your prayers. I can feel the spirit in your voice. Amen. Thank you, Vo. You know, some don't, but as long as you think that, I'm good. Right? I mean, as long as you think that, I am perfectly fine with it. Thank you, Vo. I appreciate the sweet words. I really do. You said missing teen girl here in Maine. Very sus to me. She's been gone a month. Parents are not helping with the search. Sister last saw her. I think that's what you meant during an argument. Look into this, please. Esther, send it to me. I have no clue what you're talking about, but I would love to see. I would love to check out the case that you're talking about. I have not seen it. I don't even think I've heard of it, in case maybe I've seen it and just don't remember it. But I see a lot of different cases of, going on every single day. I've watched the Thug trial. What else did we watch here? I've been watching the Dirt case. This case, obviously, following it again since day one. HLN, Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace did a fantastic job covering this case. She covered it since day one, and some people don't know that, and some people do know that. It depends. If you're a true crime fanatic, then you absolutely know Nancy Grace was on this case first day. Missy Bevers first day. A lot of cases, even the DC Mansion murders first day. And I just been one of those people to binge watch Nancy when it comes to a lot of cases, but that's just me. Excuse me. Amy says, I'm sorry. I don't think he's guilty. He was framed and out of his mind. He confessed. Yo, you know what? He buried himself. I mean, that's like somebody gets murdered in my house, right? I know I didn't do the crime, but I admit to it. My DNA is all over the place. I mean, it's a little bit different because Richard Allen, obviously his house, etc. But I'm just saying in general, if you admit to a crime and your DNA is all over the place or something's there to tie you back, whether it's a bullet shell casing, whatever it may be, and it ties back to you and you confess to it, curtains, shutting that shit. You're getting shut down. And that's just the way it's going to be. If you go and admit something, I mean, it's hard to take. It's hard to come back from something when you admit to it. When you admit to going out there and committing a murder, it's going to be pretty hard in case the evidence does not tie back to you one single bit. There was nothing at the scene that belonged to you, but you just look crazy admitting to it. Now that might be something. And you know what? I want to discuss, because I've been jumping into another case that's old, a super old case. It's done and over with. The people that passed away that committed the murders, but Axvaliska Murder House, right? I'm going to be doing an actual series on that, which it'll come out on the channel as content. I'm not going to dive into it too deep today, but that's another case where 6 kids were murdered in the house with an axe. And then you got 2, parents that were viciously murdered. So, I will be diving into that for content that I'm going to be putting out, because that story hits the heart when you hear, wow, 6 kids were murdered. And a lot of you may know of that case and seen it. It took the Titanic off the front pages back in the day. You said, I sincerely hope all the Richard Allen apologists are quiet today and respect the court's decision. Agreed. I mean, come on now. I'm not knocking anyone who thinks he's not guilty. I'm just celebrating a victory for the most important thing here, which is Libby and Abby. You know, to be honest with you, I care. Of course, we all care if an innocent person is convicted, but we are talking about a man who admitted to this crime. It's just hard to come back from that, y'all. It really is. It's hard to come back from that. Delana says the jury got it right. You know, I feel that way too. I really do. I really feel that way on this one. Brenda says, hello, T-REV. You are breaking my heart not saying hello to me. What's going on, Brenda? Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see your beautiful face in the comments. I appreciate you. Thank you. I see you. Trust me. Lisa said he's worse than the devil, huh? He's worse than the devil, huh? What's going on, Tammy? Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. Discord this morning. And obviously here, Camilla in the building. What's going on? Nice to see you, my friend. How are you doing? How you been doing? A lot of people like, man, Rev, you ain't been live. Hey, look, you know, when you got stuff going on with teenagers, meaning your children, you know, things get kind of busy, and it just is what it is. It's part of life. You know, I'm taking that and doing what I can. I got my son here and my daughter. You know, I talked to her, but I haven't talked to her in a few days. I need to talk to her. I really do need to talk to her. But shout out to you guys that always been here through thick and thin and support me. I appreciate you. The show goes on. The Rev Gang moves up. This doesn't stop. My hunger has never stopped for this. Just because I ain't been online don't mean my hunger stopped for what I truly love. When you love something, you don't lose that. You know what I mean? When you love something so much, like seeing justice be served, 1, 2, music, 3, whatever your passion may be. I know my passions, and when I say them, it just is what it is. I'll never stop. I don't care if we go down to 60, and I hope we go down to 60K. I hope these fake people keep getting up out of here, because there was a lot of fake people on this channel supporting on fake accounts, and it's just weird, you know. So I step back. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I step back from these people. Who wants to get online every day and see a bunch of people saying a bunch of things about you? At some point, I couldn't stomach it, right? But now I don't give a shit. And it's on like Donkey Kong, baby. The Rev Gang is back in full force. Mark my words. I'm gonna make you bitches eat it. You can't stop. I got a mission. I got a mission to complete. We got examples to set out here. There's a lot more justice that needs to come from Idaho 4 all the way to Stephen Stearns getting melted in court, because we know he did that. In my opinion, allegedly. Who else, man? Jen Soto should be going down too, but that's different. You said, so is he spending the rest of his life in prison, or would he get the death sentence? Well, we haven't seen that yet, Sabrina, because he hasn't been sentenced yet. Yes, he was found guilty, but he has not been sentenced. Susbuster says, amen. R.I.P. Sweet angels. I remember that day, I'm telling you. And then when I seen her sister come out, who was it? Abby's? I can't remember his sister wise, but I remember watching everything about it. Families all the way up to Logan and Keegan Kline, you know, several different aspects when it comes to this crime. And there was a lot looking like, damn, these might be the guys over here. But we were fooled, in my opinion. We were fooled for a minute. You said 12 jurors saw a lot more and heard a lot more than any of us. They all said guilty. Jurors take this job very, very seriously. Jeff, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. They take this job seriously. Well, it's not even a job. You're getting called in, right? You're getting called in for jury duty, being picked randomly because they don't want to just pick a bunch of biased people who are going to go in there and say, yeah, well, he's guilty. Could that happen? Absolutely. Did it happen? I don't think so. Did they look at the evidence? Absolutely. Did they decide that he was guilty? Absolutely. So that's how we got to look at it. That's how we got to look at it. We got to trust our peers. If we don't trust our peers and start trusting in each other, this world is going to crumble. I'm telling you that right now. seeing all the hatred out here. Like, and I'm not talking about, because I am the smallest in the corner of hatred. I'm talking about the hatred in the world right now is horrible. And we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to pick each other up. We got to help. Do you guys know how many teens are dying on a daily basis? And that's something else we're going to jump into. That's something else I've been studying left and right. There's teens in America right now that may be in your city shooting and killing each other. And the police put on a uniform and are scared of these people. They're scared of these little 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds that are shooting each other down every single day. So you know what? I said, man, Brev, you got to pull your head out your ass. We got examples to make. And there is children and teens out there that need help majorly. And we need to make a difference. We need to be role models for them. We need to lead them in the right direction. Because if not, shit like this happens. When nobody has direction, when somebody doesn't have a father in their life or a mother in their life to set an example for them, you're going to become a part of your environment. And we want to do as much as we can to stop that. Pin a rose on your nose. Nice to see you, my friend. You said, I agree. You said, say it, T-REV. What? That is mine? No, it's love the new song. I appreciate that. That's actually old. 5 years. You said no justice, a tragic ending. Mar, what are you talking about? What's no justice? If there is someone in here who knew the kids, I am so sorry. I'm sure they're all over YouTube today. There's a lot of people covering this case, and there was a lot of great coverage on this case. Shout out to the lawyers first and foremost, and the real journalists out there that covered this case extensively. Okay, I've seen a few, watched a few, and really was studying what they were relaying. And they did a good job relaying this information over, because I was able to put a video together and just really take in what was going on in the trial. So shout out to them for really the great coverage in this case, on the Delphi case. But this bastard got away from a public trial, like being public, no cameras in the court. Like, it was just corny. It was corny. I wanted to see this trial. I wanted to watch every second of it. I wanted to soak in the information, because when you follow a case from day one, like Idaho 4, publicized on TV, you bet your ass we're watching it. If this was on, we would have been watching it, but it wasn't. It had to be relayed. So I had to catch everything after the fact and watch the live stream of a lawyer that I follow. You said they really are. My grandmother never missed a Sunday of church. I never met a woman like her before. To come across someone in life, to know that has a pure heart, is hard to find. And that's a fact. That is definitely true. You said, I'm so disappointed. Hey, you're disappointed in the trial, or what are you disappointed in, Mar? Talk to me. What are you disappointed in? He said, can't believe his wife would tell him to just shut up rather than explain what happened. She's okay with someone getting away with murder, apparently. I do like the topic of conversation right there, Jeff. That's a good point to bring up. And allegedly she knew this stuff and was talked about, etc. Hearsay. I don't know. It's a lot of hearsay, right? But it comes down to what you truly believe. It comes down to what you truly believe in your heart is the truth. For me, I'm just gonna jump straight to it. The confession. The confession is gonna be where I was grabbed. And if I was a juror, I would just look at that confession, and I couldn't budge off that confession. That would just be me, though. I don't know about you, if you were a juror, but if I was a juror on that trial, that confession to me, you just can't swallow that and say, oh, well, I didn't mean it. Now we got something. Now I'm like, what? You would have to show me that this dude is incompetent, mental, etc. Like, for me to be like, okay, he wasn't guilty. Said justice can served. Yep. Andy Kane in the building. What's going on? Nice to see you, my friend. Victoria Burgess says, I didn't watch the case. Well, I didn't either. I kept up with the updates, but I did not watch. Like, I couldn't watch. I wasn't in the courtroom. And when you're not there to be able to see in the courtroom, at least from our screen, like long crime, then I'm like, nah, excuse me. I just couldn't. But I did listen to a very good lawyer who relayed everything over perfectly. And shout out to her for doing that. You say, yes, T-REV, I do. Look at sketch number 2. That nose is dead on. Mouth too. He said, has haunted me since the jump. I say she had maybe something, but they also blame the mayor. And I know you guys are talking about K. You said, wait, he confessed? I haven't been keeping up with the case. Yeah, confession. Like I said, I can't run away from a confession. You know, like I could look at all the evidence and debate back and forth, but when it comes to a confession and it comes to, you know, like things on the scene tying to you, then you're going to have to show me it's fixed. Like Mar's saying, I see you, Mar. I see you. I see you saying it was fixed. If it's fixed, you got to show me it's fixed. And you got to convince 11 other of my peers to believe that too. Nobody wants the wrong person in jail. You can't sit here and rightfully chill or cheer for justice not being served, because that means there's a killer out there, right? So who the hell would be okay with somebody who didn't kill these girls and they're sitting in prison? Like I doubt any of us in here would be okay with that, Mar. But I do respect your opinion, and there's others that feel that way. Hundreds, thousands of people that feel the same way you do. So I get it, but at the same time, like it's that confession. It's that confession, the little things that tie back to him. You would have to show me something different. You know what I mean? Like I would have to be shown something. You said, I wonder if Alan went to confess when he first told them he was there in the park, but then soon realized they were just taking a statement and not looking at him as a culprit. I hear you, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, I gotta say this. I sound like Stuttering Stanley over here right now, but seriously, I do like the conversation you bring to the floor, the different aspects, though. I'm digging that big time. Trying to find in the channel that doesn't kill kids. Hey, bro, Andy, killing kids is not okay. And people, you know, I understand people who are like, he's not guilty, but I'm sorry. Like when it comes to them two who lost their lives when they were dropped off at a bridge to walk and hike and just be kids. This is part of the reason why parents in America don't trust dropping their kids off anywhere. And it's always been a problem. I mean, it's always been a problem, but things are getting worse now. And I'm glad there's, you know, media out there to catch these killers up, right? For them to F up. And I mean internet, not media. I mean internet in general. There's a lot of different things that are happening around us that are, it's, you know, these people think they can get away with murder, and it's not that simple. I knew it was coming. We waited, what, 5 years for an arrest, and now it's been 7 years. There's a verdict, guilty, and, you know, he's about to be sentenced. And the confession did it. I wondered, I want to hear from the jurors personally. I would like to hear the jurors' take on this case and why they decided guilty. Because personally, my aspect to this is they found him guilty because of that confession and a few other things that tie back to him. You don't confess to, yeah, exactly. You don't confess crimes like that to your wife and mother unless you did it. His words. Tell him, Scott. Tell him. I mean, that's what I'm saying, you know? Gigi says, this one case I did not follow, but glad the families of these two girls got justice. R.I.P. sweet girls. Can I get an amen? Can I get a damn amen? You said, finally, I love you, bud. Appreciate you, Brenda. Thank you. I love you back too, man. I love all you guys. The ones, the true ones, you know, the passer buyers, shout out to you. See you when you join. See you when you see the light. Look, you said a psychiatrist was one of the jurors and they saw through his bullshit. Where's my damn bang bong at? That's a bang bong all day to me. Mars over there probably punching the wall right now. I'm just playing. Poor Kathy. What do you think? What do you think about Kathy? What's up, man? I gotta open up the lines. I'm trying to hear something. I'm trying to hear what y'all are thinking. Really am. You said T-REV, hi, I haven't been keeping up with the case, so he confessed to the murders. Yes, absolutely. Esther says, I don't know how I feel about if hair was truly entwined. Then absolutely, if just a few randoms. Possible, or you said possible was transferred to sweatshirt from the car, or if she run her fingers through her hair. You just can't walk me away from this guilty verdict. I mean, if he's not the right guy, then we need to be shown that. And we need to be shown it convincingly. It can't just be, oh, well, this little weird ass argument about hair. I need to know convincingly that he was at work, that he was somewhere else, and that he was off his rocker when admitting to these murders. That's what I would need to know. Without that, he is not walking. Without that, without convincing, clear evidence of video camera footage of him being at work or him being even at home at the time with cameras across the street or cameras maybe somewhere in his house with the timestamp on it. Like that's just the only way I see it being turned around. Without that, he's cooked. He's cooked. You said, how many times did Kathy see those wanted posters, knowing that's her hubby's handiwork?
Excuse me. The fuck did you just say?
Nah, I'm with you on that, Jeff. Man, I'm telling you, this case is. I'm happy for Abby and Libby because they were robbed. They were children. They were robbed, blind. By they didn't know the boogeyman was gonna be there at this bridge. They thought that they were going there. And you know what else they thought? They thought they were going to have a good time. They thought they were going to go hiking. They thought that they were going to be able to continue this talk on Snapchat and be children. Now people are like, Snapchat is a bunch of whatever. Some kids get on Snapchat. Some kids have phones. It is what it is. Welcome to the new world. We have to adapt. And we need to lead by example because these children are being led into a shithole by a bunch of people who claim we're great. Nobody's perfect. I know that for a fact. But one thing that we need to do better is lead by example and stop glorifying everything like violence because it's glorified more than ever, especially through music. And I'm guilty of making that type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, be real with yourself. There is a lot of violence going on. And it's being glorified to the point where these kids are going and killing each other. And they're killing each other because people on the internet are willing to type, you're a bitch, do something about this or do something about that. And that's all it takes. And it's going on in the inner cities of Chicago, Philly, Texas, Cali, Norfolk, Virginia, all over the place. Georgia. There's 13, 14, 15-year-olds walking around killing each other, talking about they're smoking on each other. That's the type of shit that we got to leave to our ancestors. We need change. And I'm not going to stop until I make a change, until I instill some spirit in people's souls. I'm sick of seeing our country crumble because of negativity and people who want to just hate each other and tear the next person down. Like, I don't get it, but it is what it is. It's going to be here. But you know what we can do as the people is we can be positive. And we can shine a light on these kids and we can make change. But together, we have to do it together. And I don't mean, oh, that means together with T-REV. I'm talking about together in general, humanity here now. It's got to change now. Look around. Look at the murder rate in Chicago. Look at the murder rate in Philly. Look at the murder rate in Dallas. Look at the murder rate in, I could keep going on with cities that are having these struggles right now that these kids are 13, 14, 15, carrying switches on Glocks, carrying all different types of guns. You know what I turned on yesterday and made me sick to my damn stomach? Oh my gosh. I turned on a hood vlog, right? And I've been watching this. See a kid pull out a big ass AR bigger than him. This is what's going on in the streets. And if we don't wake up and start to make a difference, it's going to get worse and worse. And it's already been bad for years. It's been bad for a long time. But you know what? It's got to start somewhere, and we got to start making a damn difference. Period. Hold on, let me see what's going on. You said he had the day off. Huh? Who had the day off? Moron? Let me know who had the day off, moron. That's funny. T, I love your tenacity. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you. I appreciate your spirit. Thank you. You said he also confessed to the killing his family and essaying his daughters, and that was not true. Again, Kara, I get you. I get what you're saying. But again, where's the video footage out of him that day? Where's all of that at? We got to see something. We got to see something. You got to show me something. We can't just let somebody out into the streets because he's admitting to this. Is that after the fact that he admitted to a murder that he did, or was that before the fact? You know what I mean? Like that means a lot, because now you're just gonna start throwing shit out there, in my opinion. You know, not you. I'm saying him in general. You know, somebody who has done it, they start throwing and rolling the dice, not caring. Thank you, all mods. Shout out to you. You said, I've learned to accept or do something about it. That's a fact. You got to do something about it. RA said he was there. He said he was on the bridge. Where's my bang bong when I need it? You know? Man, I need my bang bong. I'm not playing this. I'm going to get it right now. Bing bong. People stealing my shit. Weirdos. You know? Hold on 1 second. Let me get this bad boy real quick before we move on with the show and just talk. I felt like coming on today and talking to you guys. Once I seen guilty, you know, I was, my heart was warm for the fact that for Libby and Abby, no one else, Libby and Abby, straight up. And that's what it should be. And if people think that he's not guilty, then we need to see something to prove that he's not guilty and that these killers are walking the streets right now. And we need to be able to prove who these killers are. We can't just, you know what I mean? We can't just run around and throw shit. I got to go based off and believe that these police did a good job. Now, does it mean they did? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Police, I know for a fact that there's a lot of corrupt police officers. And people, there may be an officer in here right now that's watching like, damn, Trev, you're really shitting on us. No, it's just reality. There is corrupt officers. There is corrupt organizations. There is people that brainwash people into false confessions. It's reality. And I'd be sitting here lying if I said, nope, that's not a thing. I know for a fact it's a thing. I mean, you could look around and find a million stories right now on YouTube and look up the information yourself and find that people have been wrongfully convicted. So, you know, I don't want to put out the impression that I'm sitting here so happy that somebody, you know, it is what it is. I am happy that he got convicted and that our peers found him guilty. But if he is truly not guilty, like a lot of you are saying, we got to see the proof. Where's the proof? Where's something that puts him somewhere else that day? That's what we need to see. And if we see that, then you know what? We can move on and find the next person. But until then, I have to believe my peers. I have to believe my peers. All right, let me download my bang bong real quick. I don't like the fact that it's not on here. 1 second, y'all. Maybe we open up the lines, hear from a few people, see what people's thoughts are on this case. And in general, what you think about the verdict. Do you think that they were wrong? I honestly want to hear from the frustrated people who think Richard Allen is not guilty. I would love to hear your thoughts in all different directions, because I know that there's people here that believe he's not guilty. And you know what? We would love to hear from you. We want to hear why you think that. What is leading you to believe that? Maybe there's something that we didn't notice and you can bring it to our attention. I'm more than willing to sit and listen to you guys, because I want to hear. I'm not just one mind. There's thousands of people out there that have thoughts and that want to get these thoughts off, that have maybe something in their mind that doesn't stand out, that somebody's overlooking. A lot of people can overlook some stuff. So if you're one of them, when I open up the lines, I want to hear from you. I personally do, because that's what it's about. It's about having a conversation. 1, 2, it's about all of us getting together and putting our thoughts in one pot and figuring out, hey, you know, but damn, I didn't look at it that way. Or, you know, that's what it's about to me. I don't know what it's about to you, but it ain't about trolling all day and doing weird shit. It's about justice and making a change for the children, our ancestors that we got to leave behind when we die. That's the commitment here. I don't know. Like I said, I can't tell you what other people's, you know, motives are when they cover true crime. But I do know the motive here is we want to make change. Not only do we want to make change, we want to pull in those people who hate to see other people change and want to rip those people down, because there's a lot of that going on too. You know, we say we want change, but yet when somebody goes and makes a change, we want to talk shit to them or kick them down. They may not be like you. They may not have been through the best household. They may not have, you know, or they may have been to jail. They may have been on probation their whole entire life. They may have been, you know, criminals, but now have changed. And I don't mean criminals like there's certain criminals you can't forgive. Pedophiles, one. Pedophiles, predators, same shit. Two, people, you know, people who are women, kids, kids, women, those people can't be forgiven. You can't fix those type of people. And same goes with number one. You can't fix those type of people. So why are we too busy trying to rehabilitate these sick pricks? It doesn't make any sense. We're trying to rehabilitate people and we're putting these people back into the society who are fucking over every family. And I'm sorry, I got to use the F word. They're fucking over every single family that gets hurt after the fact that they convicted these predators who they think they can control because they put a tag on them as a predator. Well, that's not always the case. You know, if you don't got a chip inside these fucking predators, which, you know, I'm against the chip big time. I know a lot of people talk about this chip stuff in the future. Oh, we should have chips. I believe in our freedom. I do believe in that. But when it comes to these predators, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in these pedophiles. I don't believe in these people who are doing what allegedly Richard Allen did to Libby and Abby. Those type of things you should be hung for. I'm just saying, in my opinion, and you may disagree with me, but what's going to fix it? Because it just keeps happening over and over and over and over and over and over again. Then you got killers who are being released from prison and put back into your own society. Those are the type of people you want around your ancestors. That's the type of people you want around your cousin, your sister, your uncle, your brother, your mom. Those are the people that you're cool with being around you. Then I need you far away from me, because you might shank me. You might shank my ass with the butter knife. And I don't, you know, I'm good on that. What the heck is this not downloading for? What's going on? 1 second. Let me do this one. It's crazy, man. This world is just going bonkers right now. And I feel like people are losing it. They're losing it. They're losing sight of the mission. They're losing sight of making an example for. Do you not understand that when you hop onto this platform and many other platforms that children do come by and watch these type of things? You know, that's what leads me at a point to watch my mouth at a certain points. But at the same time, I know my platform is a lot of older people that are around my age or older. Not many youngsters. I know that for a fact because I see the analytics. But we do got to set an example. We do got to be better. And I'm one. We need to set examples. I just told my son the other day, I said, man, if I don't lead you to victory, who will? If I don't lead you to a better future, who will? You know, a lot of things are said out there, but we as parents, we as uncles, aunts, grandmothers, we should want to lead our children, our grandkids, our nieces and nephews. We should want to lead them to a better future. We should want to point them in the right direction. We should not give up on them. We should not abandon a child because they are somewhat disturbed emotionally to the point where they're out committing crimes. You don't give up on them. When you give up on them, that's when they go far left. And that's the problem today. Nobody has patience. And people go, hey, Rev, how do you have patience? You got the patience of a saint. I have the patience of a saint because I want change in this damn country and I want to change my damn self. And I can't do that without patience. I can't be the best me without being patient. And I definitely can't be the best me when I'm paying attention to negative shit and I'm filling my mind with that. That's definitely a thing. Hold on, let me download this. There we go. There she is. Hold up.
Bing bang.
There we go.
Bing bang.
There we go. There we go. He said it's so cold. I'm just saying, man. I'm sick of it. You said, Rev, I've missed you. I hope you've been good. Thank you. I've been good. You know, Tuesday, I've been great. I've been great. I'm feeling like myself. And if you don't notice that, then hey, it is what it is. And I'm not talking about you. I'm just speaking in general out loud. I feel like myself again. You know, I stopped paying attention to the negative Nancy's, the haters, the people that are like, man, because you know what I noticed? Those people are just jealous of me. Straight up. They want to find different lies to go off of. You know what? I'm not here to, man, we're here to make change. Fuck your opinions. Straight up. If you don't like me, get the hell up off my page, hit the unsubscribe button, and go do what you do, because I don't give a shit. I'm here for my people. I'm here for the people who have a heart, soul, and give a shit about the next person. If that's not you, then we don't click. You got to go. And that's just that.
Get the fuck out of here!
You know what I mean? It is what it is. Straight up. You said those people, you said they people policing are predators themselves. There is, Naomi. That's a fact too. We can't deny that. We cannot deny that one bit. You know, that's a true statement. People policing are predators themselves. And you know what? I'm glad you said that, Naomi, because I got to touch up on another subject. The fact that those people that are policing that you're talking about, there's people who put on the outfit and go out there and are scared to make a difference. You know what? Instead, they're sitting in their fucking car collecting a paycheck while 14-year-old Rodney, Jamal, John, and these dudes are down the street shooting each other. And you know what? They're too scared to go into these zones and make a difference. They're too scared. They put on the police uniform, but yet they don't want to get out there on the front lines with these children and make a fucking difference. Don't believe me? I can drop you guys references, videos to everything that I'm talking about right now. When it comes to the war with kids in these streets, when it comes to anything that I've spoke about on this live, I can show you references to everything that I'm talking about happening right now under your nose. So I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Straight up. He said, out of time. It looks like you're out of time. I hear you. Funny. Time to put good politicians in office who is going to help us clean our states. We need it. That's a fact. We definitely need it. He said, that is my wife. And we got to jump into that subject too. Because, you know, Sebastian Rogers, you know, we follow that case. And, you know, we're filing something with SF to fire back on that case too, because SF's got the receipts. You know what I'm saying? SF investigates is who I'm talking about. So look for that, because that's coming. You said my friends and family live near Delphi in Logansport. She tried to get me to move there. No way. This area has a lot of issues. Now, Virginia Scratcher, do you mean issues with the justice system, or what is it? What kind of issues are we talking about when it comes to that? That's a fact, Ramona. I agree. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. They don't deserve that. That's a fact. You said, I am honestly sad for Richard Allen. I feel he was framed personally. Too much in the timeline with phone makes me wonder. You said the spit ? So much not allowed in court. I'd love to hear from you, Esther. I'll tell you that much. I'd love to hear your thoughts over the phone. Now, Gypsy says, Jen, you know, first time someone mentioned this it's bothered me. You and so we first need to define reasonable. Okay, I see where you're going. What is reasonable these days compared to when the law was made? Gyps, you know we got problems in America with our laws. We can't sit here and act like that we have the best court system in the world, because we don't. We have a system that traps tons of people in it. I mean, I don't even want to go on and rant about it, but we do have a broken system. There is wrongful convictions. There's people sitting behind bars right now that didn't do a damn thing, but yet Megan and Bobby down the street, yeah, I seen him over there by 7-Eleven that night. And guess what? He's hemmed up now because there was a witness that lied on their name. There's people that are sitting behind bars right now. So, you know, I don't want to misconstrue people when people are listening, because I know that you guys know that. And I know you're not dumb at all. There's a lot of smart people in here, a lot. And I notice a lot of names that been here with me for a long time. And those people know, and it is what it is. I know they see the growth, right, when it comes to America, but there's also stunted growth too, because again, you have these haters, these people that when they see people change their life, they get jealous and envy and mad because that person is making a change that they can't make. So they want to hate and tear that person back down with them, right? But again, 2024, jumping into 2025, I'm pretty sure the Bible had that shit scripted in there. And I don't mean scripted as in fake. If you know, you know. You said I know one thing. Our new borders czar. You said our new border Mar seems like he is no joke stopping fentanyl coming into our country. I was watching Hassan Campbell last night. He was kind of talking about a lot of that stuff. So you said I back you up, brother. Hey, Ramona, I appreciate you. Even if you didn't, I still love you. It's not anybody's place in here to back me up. It's not, because the mission at the end of the day is to make a difference. So regardless to who comes and goes from my channel, I personally don't care. I'm going to do what I love at a high level and continue to do it no matter who's here. It could be one person watching. It could be 5,000 watching. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do what I do and do what I love at a high level like I've always done it. And if people get jealous and want to talk smack, that's on them. I don't got time to go at that. We got time to attack evil, though. We got time to make a difference. We got time to set examples. We got time to lead by example. We got time to spend time with our children. We got time to make sure their future's great. That's what I'm here for. One. And two, like I said, we're here to make a change. And it is what it is. People can either get on board or get off board. It doesn't matter to me. As long as there's a Ramona and a Brian and a Sailor and a Volfan and a Delana and a Leisure and a Esther and then we're doing great. Straight up. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you. I'm serious too. This world lacks empathy and good people. Straight up. You said I've been working too many hours for real. You need to take a break sometime though, Volfan. But I know that bills got to be paid. And I get it. I'm working a full-time job right now. So I understand bills got to be paid. Bills got to be paid. It is what it is. I get it. But I hope that you do get the most needed break that you need soon so you can rest, because you need the rest too. I was burnt out for months. I pushed 2 years straight live, going, doing what I do at a high level and crashing and burning. I crashed hard as can be. I mean, just look at the last 6-7 months. I mean, I crashed. It is what it is. Sometimes you're going to crash and sometimes you need to crash. But when you come back, they won't be able to with you one bit. You need to renew that energy and take a break for yourself when you can. I know Christmas is coming up, and I do respect you as a person and what you do for your grandkids, your children, all of that. Shout out to Volfan. A real one. Leisure, what's going on, sis? Now, Naomi says that was him on the bridge. It's him in the Snapchat video. He can't have been set up too much. If anything, he was involved, Esther. Naomi, I used to think, when it comes to Delphi, obviously I'm talking about Delphi. I used to think maybe Ron Logan, allegedly was involved. I used to somewhat, a little bit. Like we're looking at everybody. When nobody's caught in a case, I mean, just think about when we covered Idaho 4 and the rampant thoughts about Jack. God bless his soul. Jack was accused heavily, and there was 10 to 20,000 votes on damn near every stream that we covered when it came to that case. And Jack was accused by a lot of us. A lot of us thought, I mean, just think about where your mind goes with this hysteria when there's nobody caught for a case. So it's rough. It's rough. But you know what? We're looking. When it happens, we're looking. We're listening. No matter where it's at. It could be the internet. It could be anywhere. We're listening. And we want to know. And we want to know that voice is accounted for and not lost and not shoved off into the corner and the case doesn't go cold. without us bringing the pressure that we can bring on some cases, I feel like they would be shoved off in the corner if they had minimal leads. On to the next one. And that's kind of what it's like right now. On to the next one. You say, you're right. I expect more. Yeah, you do expect more. What do you mean expect more? Hold up. Let me catch you on that one. Sunshine says, hi, Gypsy. It's nice to see Sunshine too. Beautiful, beautiful person. I appreciate you, Sunshine, for all the support to the channel, my friend. And you being here. I know you care. I see your thoughts in the comments all the time. So shout out to you too. Shout out to you, sis. Sunshine in the building. Frank said, laws are made and there are laws now that contradict the others. It's a clusterfuck. Crazy. It's definitely, he said, I love the bang
bing bong. Bing bong.
I'll run him out. I'll run him out with the bang bong. It's all good. He said, well, I'm here to stay. You always been. You always been. So happy to see you back. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you for that. It said, it's always going to come in, especially when it's legal in some states. Wild Dog says. Courtney 64 says, hello, everyone from Indiana. Shout out to you from Indiana. We lived there for like the last 4 years. Nah, April, you don't have to pay for membership. You could chill. You don't have to pay for no damn subscription either. It's free to subscribe. And I appreciate you being here. Shout out to you. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Let's see. Let me see what's going on here. Let me pull this up and pause it. Pause. Pull this up, pause, and gift. Let's do that. I don't know why it's so laggy. I got to fix that. I'm not a fan of that. That's horrible. Let me see what's going on here. I do not like lag, but you know what? Show goes on. Bullish from Seattle. Hold on. Let me put this in here. No, exit. Thank you. Okay, here you go. Shout out to y'all. There you go. Just give that out real quick. And a bullish in Seattle. You're funny, bro. You've been around for a minute. You've been around for a minute, brother. You really have. Bullish in Seattle's been around since Idaho 4. I'm pretty sure Naomi's been around too since Idaho 4. Jersey Junebug's been around for a long time. Delana Leisure been around for a long time. Volfan's been here for a while now. Sailor too. I appreciate you. I love you back too, my friend. I just seen you on Instagram earlier. You said you didn't crash, you reset. That's a fact. I did reset. You're right. But I can be honest and say too much time off, but I did need it. I'm going to be honest with you. I needed it. And all the people that said, Reb, take time for yourself, rest, those people were right. Those people were right. And I should have did it sooner. I should have, relaxed sooner and took that time and collected myself instead of crashing out hard like I did. But I get what you're saying, though, Bullish. I definitely get what you're saying. Here, let me cover this real quick. I see Gypsy 22. Thank you. Shout out to Gypsy. Shout out to Jersey 16, 22 months. That's a long time. I know you've been in longer. Camilla, thank you. Let's see. Jessica, 7 months. Thank you. You said I love you. You said I love you, but no, this is tragic. Thumbs down. And I appreciate you, boy. I know that's not the popular opinion, but we ain't about to butcher you for it either, because it's your right to think. And as long as you thought to think that, that's all that matters. That means you're thinking for yourself. You're not hopping on board. You're not being a yes man, a yes woman, and just like, yeah, Richard Allen is that guy. Let's crucify him. And I appreciate you for that. There's always going to be people that think differently than you. And some people don't respect it and they want to stomp on you for it, but it is what it is. At least you're woman enough to say, I don't think he's guilty. And at the end of the day, I'm always going to respect your honesty over you blowing smoke up my ass and telling me, yeah, I don't, he was definitely guilty. I'm telling you right now, that confession and everything that he said, he's a guilty motherfucker. No, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mar, though. I appreciate you supporting the channel as always. Shout out to you. Jessica, thank you for the 7. Jackie, thank you for the 7 months also. Man, there's a lot of 7s in a row. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Caroline says 61 times said he did it. It only takes one time in most cases.
Bing bang.
Tell him. You got to tell him. Hold on, I'm about to open these lines up too. What are we talking about? Let me see. Let's see if anybody's got something to say. 1 second. Let's see if anybody's got something to say. I'm sorry, but I got to fix this. The lag is serious right now, and it's for no reason. And let's pull this on real quick. What is this? Gag order will stay in place. 7 gruesome moments disturbing in Delphi trial. I almost want to check that out real quick. I really do. The jury reaches verdict. We've seen that. There's nothing more that irritates me than lag. Stuttery streams. I'm not a fan whatsoever. Good gracious. Okay, I got it. You said, wait, Jack who? Showalter? More than one Jack accused, both of them. You know, both Jacks were accused in Idaho 4. And still nobody's found guilty in the Idaho 4 case. So Brian Kohberger right now is innocent till proven guilty 100%. You know, you've always heard me say what I think. I think it's him. I think he did it. But at the same time, he has to go through our peers. And our peers have to see within a reasonable doubt that he did this when it comes to Kohberger. Simple as that. Don't matter what me, you, Bobby, Jenny, Ricky, don't matter what any of us think. It's going to matter to what comes down to those jurors, the evidence they have, and is it convincing? I think it's going to be more than convincing, but that's just my opinion. It's stuttering. I do not like it. Let's go up. You know what? It's lagging. I'm good. I'm about to turn on. Let's hear from a few. I'm going to open up the lines real quick. I definitely want to hear from y'all on this. 219-885-9693. I need to change this number too. Let's hear from you. 219-885-9693. What's your thoughts and opinions when it comes to this case? Where's your mind at? Do you believe this guy is guilty? Do you believe Richard Allen is the guy? Or do you believe they got it all wrong and that there's a killer free right now? Let's hear it. I got it open right now. You said my wife has 3 kids and 3 grandbabies that never broke the law and never in jail. Parents need to know who they're hanging out with, talking with online, and she even read her daughter's diary. Whew. It's definitely important. That's a fact. Nancy says the jury wasn't given all the info to make an informed decision. The defense wasn't even allowed to present a defense. The judge ruled against every motion and every objection. Biased much? Nancy H. Respect, Nancy. I appreciate you for taking the time to explain your decision and why you felt that way. See, some people just will go, I think he's not guilty, and they won't give an opinion why they don't think he's not guilty. But you just did that, and I appreciate you taking the time to write that out and let us know in chat here, me, that what your thoughts are and what, you know, your breakdown of it. And you pretty much just broke it all down. Again, Nancy is saying she believes Richard Allen is not guilty, or, you know, maybe if some of this other stuff was shown in court, that he would have had a fighting chance. The jury wasn't given all the info to make an informed decision. The defense wasn't even allowed to present a defense. The judge ruled against every motion and every objection. Biased much. Respect. Appreciate you for sharing your thoughts with us tonight. Glad to see you too, Caroline and Jen. I appreciate y'all. I do appreciate you folks. Familiar faces too. I don't know, Jen Finn, maybe that's a new name, but Sunshine, Nancy H is definitely familiar. Steffi is 100% familiar. Always enjoy your support. Always enjoy you. You said, Rev, nothing new on the Sebastian case, man. There's always something new with that case, but it's when it, it's washed down bullshit drama. It's nothing to do with finding that boy, and that's the biggest problem. You know what I mean? But something about the FBI. What was I just hearing? Something about he possibly to Canada and all this other stuff. I have to really look at the information myself so I can digest it, and when I come on, really spit it out to you guys, because I haven't looked at it like with hard eyes in like a week. So when it comes to the Sebastian case, I need to really hone in on the new things that I've been hearing about, because I've heard about a few things in Discord about ties to possibly Canada and some different things along that line. So when it comes to Sebastian, that's what I've heard, but I need to see these things myself, see who the sources are, see where everything's coming from when it comes to that. Sebastian's another case. Caroline says, I've missed you. I've missed you guys too. I missed you guys too. Hello from Seattle, Lori says. Let me catch up to you guys down here in the comments. So nice. You said we are glad you're back and refreshed. You look like the old T-REV. Thank you. And I am. That's a fact. I'm glad you see that. I'm glad you see that, because you know what, Volfan? You are absolutely right. Back to that T-REV that don't give a shit. And this time I'm coming harder on people. I won't, I'm not going to let people play with my name, but at the same time, I'm not going to go out of my way to argue with people either. The people who have talked and spread lies, you know what? It is what it is. The folks that are brainwashed by that and unsubscribed, good. Keep hitting that button if you're one of them. See you later. We want you gone. We don't want no fake ass people on this page. I'd rather have 10 people in my live stream that are real with me than 150,000 fake motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Excuse my language. I'm glad I bleeped that out. But in general, that's what I feel. That's personally what I feel. And I'm going to stick to that. And it is what it is. I'm not going to be so trustworthy of people this time around because I won't have people backstab me like that again. But I do see the genuine people. They've been here for a long time and they stood by me for a long time, and it's never changed. And those people stand out to me more than anything. You know what I mean? So that's just me on that. You said Jen took it off. That gift was from T. Oh, I got you. Jersey was letting somebody know. I appreciate you, Jersey. Thank you for your time that you invest here with the Rev Gang. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Love you, my friend. Mar invested a lot of time and heart into Delphi case. Mar for a long time too. I know I've had small conversations with Mar about it, but not in a long time. I really don't even know what her thoughts are anymore on this case. And they can change all the time. Don't believe everything. Yeah, no, that's a fact, Esther. I agree with you 100%. You can't believe everything that you hear. If you jump out and believe everything that you hear, then you're wrong. You'll be wrong for that. Because people do tell lies. It is what it is. That's life. For instance, murder. I just watched a murderer walk. People go, oh, this confession. I'm looking at it like, damn, the confession, etc. I just watched a murderer walk that admitted it on Instagram, etc. And they're free right now with 15 years probation. They spent 2 years in the joint and had 15 years probation and were responsible and admitted with their own Instagram that they committed and had these murders happen, allegedly. So I ain't going to throw no names out there, but I literally just watched someone that I personally thought committed some things. But again, his defense team was very good. They fought very well. I would want them to defend me. If I was in the case, that'd be who I'd be looking at as a lawyer. They did an outstanding job and they made it convincing by a long shot. And they felt that they could have got him off the whole entire case. And you know what? They probably would have, because the judge was meeting with witnesses behind the scenes. The judge was screwing him over. And instead of just sitting back and letting the evidence talk for itself, people want to go the extra mile and get gossipy and do all this weird shit. But that's what ruins cases, and that's what steals justice from families. So shame on them, because they have to live with that at the end of the day. You said it's okay, T-REV. I can't worry about no lag. Don't notice it and need glasses, so I can't even know it's lagging. Damn, where's my, oh my God, when I need it?
Bing bang.
You know?
Damn!
What's going on? Sonny from the H, man. We got a classic day here today. I see a lot of classic people in here. I see a lot of classic people in here, man. I love y'all. I see people calling too, but it's not ringing. What's going on? This is so weird. I swear this computer's got a virus or something. Dead ass. But it is what it is. Baby, I'm revved up, so it don't matter. You said I haven't followed this case to give my opinion, Lori says. A lot of people didn't follow it. And you know what? I understand because not everybody watches HLN or was watching HLN back in the day. So it's kind of hard to see something that you aren't looking at. What's going on, Max Payne Media? Shout out to Max Payne Media. Why do I notice that name? I've been seeing that name for a long time. You say, yeah, you see, Bullish in Seattle knows what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Like Bullish in Seattle actually knows what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these lawyers that just got someone off on murder when they're admitting it in Instagram text messages. Again, I go off people's confessions. If somebody's going to confess to something, then I got to believe that they did that. When somebody lines someone up, and what I mean by line someone up is murder for hire, okay? Murder for hire or calls a hit on somebody. When I'm seeing someone's own words back and forth with people, and then when you watch the case, people are folding on the stand, witnesses are being weird, the judge is being weird, the judge is locking up the friggin' attorneys, and it's a shit show. I learned a lot watching these trials the last couple months that I watched them. Actually, the last 180 days. So it's been pretty crazy. Tell you that much. What's going on, Andy girl? Nice to see you. It is nice to see you, Annie girl. You said, I think it was a cover up as well. Which one are you talking about, April? Talk about the Young Thug case? Because that's what I'm referring to. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Shout out to you, brother. Nice to see you, my friend. You've been around for a long time yourself. Shout out to you. I appreciate you supporting the channel. I really do. You said, I definitely think the jury got it wrong or got this wrong. Leslie England. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing your thoughts. We appreciate that. Did they ever give Richard Allen a polygraph test to see if he really committed the murders? Well, Lori, we do know that lie detector tests are admissible in court, and that just isn't going to be a thing. So it's really hard to talk about something that they won't even allow in the courtroom, you know? But I get the question, and I'm not 100% sure. And if it was talked about, I didn't pay attention too much to it, because when it comes to polygraph tests, fail or pass, people can manipulate those tests. So it's really hard to stand. It's hard for me to really stand with a polygraph. In some cases, I'll believe it if they got a good drug test administered, etc., and they know the person's not under Xanax or whatever drug to beat the case or to beat the polygraph. So there's just a lot of things there for me that leave a gray area and put my mind somewhere that I'm like, I don't know. I just can't believe them. Because you hear these stories about these people who pass these lie detector tests, who are guilty of sin. And then you hear about these people who fail them that weren't guilty, right? You hear about these people who've literally failed polygraph test and didn't commit it. So it's a gray area for me when it comes to these cases. It really is. You said nothing new on the Sebastian case, Rev. Yeah, Stoney. There's definitely been some things that's been talked about, for sure. Again, like overseas Canada type shit that I've been hearing about. What was that, overseas somewhere? I forget what it was exactly, but I'd have to go back. I need to go look at the information myself to really relay it to you. Brianna, I seen you earlier. Brianna was like, man, you don't go live no more. It's Tennessee. Missing children are the norm. Not my son. He's still here. He ain't going to be out my sight either. He will not be out my sight. I don't trust people. You know what I mean? Like I trust people, but I don't trust people, if you get what I'm saying. And my boy's 15. He's about to be 16. Nice to see you too. Kansas girl, Kansas gal, 66. It's very nice to see you. You said, sorry, strike that. It didn't make sense. Angela says, I've been with this case since the beginning. Angela, you're definitely a familiar face, 100%. I've seen you around multiple times. Green Eye says, me too, Angela, 7 years. Since day one. He said, I can hear. Barely. Exactly. No doubt. I have a friend in jail. You said, I don't like how the cops' DNA was on the girl. Didn't let lots of evidence in. Court officers had Odin patches on. The confessions were from when they drugged him. Didn't do height comp to bridge. I heard about the whole Odin twist, and that's a whole different story, man. It really is. It's a whole different story. That whole Odin. I've actually watched a couple documentaries on it, and it is mind blowing. But at the same time, it felt like some of it's far fetched and runs off zero facts. But hey, that's just me. They run off a fantasy story of somebody being innocent who they just want to be innocent so bad. It's like the bad guys rooting for the good, or I'm sorry, the bad guys rooting for the bad guys. Kind of like in the case that I just watched recently. I ain't no damn saint, but at the same time, we want change. Right? Like I've been through trials and tribulations in my life, just like everybody in here at some point had to face adversity and trouble in their life or something they dealt with, a demon that they deal with. But at the same time, if you are a good-hearted person and you really care about justice for others, you'll look upon things deeply. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't watch any of those Odin documentaries on this case. But I just felt like when I watched them, the information that I gathered was, it's a little too far-fetched. I need to see some evidence that show, like I see these stories and they're going nowhere. It's like, man, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to anyone, but when I look at that, I'm like, I don't give a shit. Show me evidence that he was guilty. I don't care if he was an Odin. I don't care if he worshipped friggin' Charles Manson. Show me evidence that he was not guilty of this crime and why he's not guilty and what evidence should be in court, what evidence shouldn't be in court, because we got a confession. There's things matching up from the house. There's things at the scene. It's very weird. So until we see the proper evidence to get this guy up out of here, meaning out of jail and the right killers, if there is another killer out there, which I truly believe they got the right person, but I'd eat my words if I'm wrong. It just is what it is. You said I came in after Kylie Rodney. Yeah, it is lots of weird shit. I've seen it. No justice for Abby and Libby. It's sad, Live Thankful says. Now, Holy Fuck says, I like the name. I ain't gonna lie. Holy says, my issue was with the bullet. The state's analyst cycled the firearm 3 times and couldn't replicate the marks. She then fired the firearm and was able to replicate the marks. Seems weird. That is, I've seen that, but it's definitely weird. But again, where's the video footage that shows him not there? Where's the video footage that puts this guy, like people are saying, right? Holy, they're saying that Richard Allen's not the guy, right? But yet there's so many things that match up. So it's like, damn, at least show me. Now I need to see some footage that separates him from the scene during the time of the crime. Was it a coincidence? Was he out there shooting? Was he, did he walk the same trail? Show us some evidence where he wasn't or not connected to this crime scene whatsoever. It definitely should have never happened. I agree, Esther. Like this whole entire thing with the girls dying in general, that should have never happened. I do agree with that. They should have never been harmed. They should have been able to walk their trail. They should have been able to not be hunted down by some predator that's out there looking to come up on their fantasy of touching and hurting a child. I agree. Judge Gold kept so much out. Even if he was guilty, he definitely did not get a fair trial. I mean, how much can we do for a guy that's facing murders that he admitted to? Now, I'm not saying that he got a fair trial or he didn't get a fair trial. I'm saying that I agree with my peers right now until we see different. And if they did keep so much out of the trial, truly, then he'll win. Then he'll win an appeal and get another trial. Then, and that's, you know what? If he is innocent, like God be with his soul and lead him right up out of there to get the right person. But again, I truly feel that they got the right person. I do. I feel like a lot of people got fantasies placed in their head, or this happened and this happened, and you know, I know that it's online, it's on YouTube, and you can watch it. But just because somebody put the content together and put out this fictional story to y'all doesn't mean that it's real. Show me that that story is real. I need evidence of that story being real. I need more than pictures and screenshots thrown on a screen. I need to see evidence of him, you know, really being involved with these things and these activities. We got to see evidence. Without that evidence, we can't sit here and say that. I mean, because everything is pointing at him. Again, if the police planted shit on Richard Allen and planted a confession in him, then that's up to them. Which, when I say them, I'm talking about defense. That's up for his defense team to prove that that's the case. And if they failed him in court, then they failed him in court. Then he's got to go through our system. And it is messed up. Our system is messed up. There is people that are wrongly convicted. I know that. I acknowledge it. It's happening more than we think. So you said YouTube lawyers who were in court for the crime scene photos all said it did not look ritualistic.
Bing bang.
Damn, where's my finishing? Damn. All of my sounds are missing. You said he will get an appeal, guilty or not. This trial was not the proper representation of the way our justice system should work. Right. And I feel like a lot of it should have been displayed to the public too. Texas Tuesday. I do believe that. I truly believe that it should have been displayed to all of us to watch. Anybody who is facing murder, their trial should be televised. I feel it's our right as Americans to see these trials, especially trials that they want us to get on board with. Now, I understand certain aspects, but if you're going to show 80% of trials and then try to hide 20%, then we need to change that in the country, starting with Indiana or wherever. They need to be televised. We need to see this. We need to hear it for ourselves, because if truly someone's wrongfully convicted and we can't watch the case because they're hiding it out of the courtroom and you can only go in there and sit down and only 50 to 150 people can get inside there. Now we're talking about the whole nation that is relying on people to relay us this information, and they need to relay it properly. We need to be able to read the documents, which we can, right? There's documents here. You can read them. But in general, I would really like to see these trials play out. And I think that's important. And I think they need to do it 100% rather than 80. And they need to, the same thing with Fed court. That's how I feel about that also. You said, I'm back. I apologize, everyone. I had a doctor's appointment. It's okay. Sorry, you ain't got to apologize for that. Seriously. Nancy says, Trev, RA's confessions were given during psychotic episodes after he was locked in solitary confinement for 13 months. Prison psychologists fired after following case on YouTube and Facebook, then discussed it with Richard Allen. You know, all of that's a problem. I'm not saying you're wrong. All of that's definitely a problem. But again, when you admit something and then the police and the investigators find evidence that can connect you to this crime, you're toast. If you admit to something and then there's no evidence, you're more than likely going to walk. Right? But if you admit to something and there's stuff that ties you to the scene, you are toast. And that's how I feel about it. I'm serious. So you said, except it's a high hurdle. Really? You think so? Let me turn this on. Crazy. He said, plus, how does he do all these things in an hour and a half? I don't know. I mean, I would understand you if it was 8 minutes in Idaho, right? I would understand if it was 8 minutes, 10 minutes in the house. But what's an hour and a half? He can do all of that. He could definitely do that in an hour and a half. That's a fact. We could definitely do that in an hour and a half. Damn, I'm lagging. I cannot stand it. You said my kids are 17, 28, 30. Lordy. No geofencing was allowed by the judge, Nancy says, which could have shown where Richard Allen was. Not one witness ID'd Richard Allen in court. 4 different sketches, which were not allowed in court. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I definitely get the argument. 100%. T-REV, imagine if he would have never went to the cops saying he was there. Would this all be going on right now? I don't know. That's a good question that I can't answer. That's a good question that's got me jammed up in my thoughts. Again, I got to read this again. He said, imagine if he would have never went to the cops saying he was there. Would this all be going on right now? Could be a free man, to be honest with you. Could be a free man if never the confession came out. Yeah. You had me jammed up for a second. I had to sit back and think about that. Good question. Angela says he admitted to things. Well, okay, I seen that. Let me go down a little bit. They need to figure out, or you said they need to go after Brad W now. Wild Dog says. I'm hearing you. Agrees. So no funny business goes on. It's a fact. They definitely need to have a friggin' in every single courtroom. There needs to be a camera. Honestly, I mean, why do it for 80% of the cases? Televise them on Law and Crime and other networks, but yet still 25%, 20% of the other crimes that are going on and murders. These are murders that are not being televised for us to watch. We got to rely on that information to be relayed of what happened in the courtroom, at least. Now, paperwork, we can look at that all day long. There's ways to get the paperwork. But when it comes to that courtroom, we have to have cameras in there and we need to be able to see it. You said 12th December is when he's sentenced. That's a fact. He said, the Holy says, would be interesting if this would happen. Okay, I did see that. I've seen that already. Dr. Walla, as a true crime fan, would write her notes like a freaking book. Narcissistic. Yeah, I hear you. You think Richard Allen's narcissistic? What you mean? I'm confused. Or the jurors? Or what we talk about? Excellent question. Yes. There's definitely good questions there. Y'all got some good thoughts. A lot of good thoughts flowing around in chat right now. That's right there what makes great conversation. Keeps me going. Hearing and seeing all the different thoughts and the different point of views. It does give me a little bit of faith in the justice system in the future. The things that we can tighten up and tie a knot in and kind of fix, like things not being allowed in court and certain things being allowed in court. I get it. It's a part of the system, but at the same time, we do need to change some of those things. We definitely do. We don't want biased trials. We don't want, I wouldn't want anyone in here to face a murder charge that wasn't guilty of that murder charge. Let's just say that. I wouldn't want anyone in here to face that. Imagine that. Imagine facing a murder charge and you're not even guilty for it, but yet you have a witness that pinned you there, or you admitted something under the influence or some type of psychotic episode. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that 100%. You said that was crazy, taking a photo of his daughter on the bridge. That is so weird.
Bing bang.
That's a fact. Damn, this ain't working. That is.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Taking a picture by a bridge, and you didn't think nobody would catch on to these different things and then dig into everything and uncover what evidence would be there if there is evidence to tie you back.
Bing bang.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a fact. Our Constitution does give us a right to a fair trial, but at the same time, if people really think things should have been allowed in court, then I feel like there needs to be a change. Then there's wrong going on. If people feel it's not fair, he didn't get a fair trial, then obviously there's something we need to fix. Now I'm not saying everybody's 100% right, but I'm not saying you're 100% wrong. What I am doing is taking into consideration of what you're saying in chat and just saying in general as a person and your thoughts. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say you're lying, you're trolling, you're this, you're that, because I don't believe you're trolling. I truly believe you think he's innocent. So when I'm hearing what you guys are telling me or seeing what you guys are telling me, you know, I think about that shit. And if there was things that weren't allowed in the courtroom that should have been allowed in the courtroom, like I don't see why 4 sketches would be a problem, right? I don't see why certain things would be a problem whatsoever. You said, don't forget he initially went to the cops voluntarily and saying he was there. He told them what he was wearing.
Bing bang.
Exactly. Leslie, I agree. That blew my mind. You said were you saying a lot of deaths surrounding this case? What other deaths were surrounding this case? Isn't it? Because I'm Green Eyes, Green Eyes. I'm missing whatever deaths were surrounding this case. Fill me in. Cue me in. Definitely cue me in, for sure. You said, I almost wonder if Keegan Kline helped to set RA up to be able to get these girls, which is why Keegan Kline, a 40-year sentence. Damn. 40-year sentence is heavy. You said the right to see our justice system. Yeah, that's a fact. I really feel like that. Leslie, you ain't being ignored. I see you. I can see your comments. For sure. You said, yeah, change how trials are financed. The state gets $4.1 million to spend on a trial, and the defense has to crowdsource to have any. Oh, I see what you're saying too on that. Don't try to go in and represent yourself like Quentin Nixon, right? That dude went in there and represented himself. He just got his boots smoked on the stand. I think he got 25 years. Killed 34-year-old Tina. I peeked at that a little bit. I seen the verdict on that. Watched a little bit of the trial. I don't know if you guys even know who I'm talking about, but I've been watching trials left and right and just taking in a lot because I'm preparing myself for Idaho 4. Idaho 4 is coming soon, so I'm definitely with that. Must be missing him. It's all right. I see you. Trust me. People need to. You said so much was left out. This sketch is sus. What's going on, Angela? Nice to see you. Appreciate you, my friend. Small town courts work very differently than red courts in a big town. Oh no. I do know I'm about to get off and clean this computer because it's acting weird. Like I'm lagging and all different types of weird shit. Kline, in my opinion, is definitely involved. Photos of tarot cards I have. That deck. Bet. Send it. We'll see. I want to see what you talk about. Has anyone watched Juror Number 2 movie? It's scary. That can happen. You're found guilty just because of your past and you didn't do the crime you're charged with. It's crazy, but it happens. What's the guy's name? We watched it in Discord. It's on Dateline, and he was convicted of murdering his wife just because. And that's why I bring up a lot when I say things like, damn, this guy was convicted of murder, right? What the hell was his name? Because you guys will know the case if you hear it. Anyways, he was convicted of murder. You may know the case when I break it down. He was convicted of murder. The neighbor seen him allegedly putting a body in the trunk, right? She was found in the water. The vehicle was parked right by her on the dock, okay? And 20-something years down the line, or 30 maybe, they found a fingerprint from a convicted killer that was on the car door. So it ended up not being him, but yet they had a witness that pinned him at the scene. Literally. I think he's out of jail now, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say he was out of jail. Last time I seen it, it was on Dateline, and he wasn't out of jail, but yet people knew he was innocent then, right? They knew he was innocent, but yet that neighbor across the street said that he rolled his wife up in the carpet, made up all this bullshit, and that's a problem. It's a problem. You said a bullet watch baby in a car trial T? Question mark. No, I didn't watch that one. I didn't watch it. I'm gonna have to go take a look at it. You said I'm 30 minutes away from from Coburger right now. Hold up. Damn! Might want to watch out. Small courts do sketchy-ish. What's going on, Alex the Fire? Welcome. Scott Peterson, Jordan said. Dead ass though. Yeah. Scott Peterson case. Hold on, let me make sure that's what you guys are talking about. Let me make sure that's what you guys are talking about. I just want to make sure. It's not ringing a bell for me. No, see, it's not Scott Peterson, but guy right there. After 20 plus years. You guys got to go look at this story. No, it wasn't Glenn Simmons, even though who was sentenced to 23 years. I'm going to find it. 1 second. His neighbor said in a car prints were on the car door. Put this on here real quick for y'all. Missouri man jailed. A Kansas City man. No. Marvin Haynes. No. Kevin Strickland. No. Those are all wrongly convicted people, but it's not it. The story was on story. I gotta find it, man. It blows my mind. The case does. I just can't remember his name right now off the top of the head. But he was exonerated 100%. I'm going to find it. I'm going to share it because you guys got to see it. He 100% was convicted wrongfully. I know you watched it. I know Mama D watched it with me in Discord. We watched it on there. You said, when's the Idaho 4 trial? It's coming up, 2025. Why you think I've been preparing? Why you think I've been watching these trials left and right, Tammy? I'm telling you, I've been preparing for these trials, especially the Idaho 4 trial. Delphi, I was upset when I seen it wasn't being televised, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. At least justice was served as of now. And if anything is wrong, if anything was wrong on the case and they got some stuff wrong and weren't able to present some stuff, maybe he can find a defense team that can represent him worth a shit then and not fail him. Right? But until then, I mean, the guy is in jail. You know, there's no coming back from it. Anywho, you doing okay, Rev? How have you been? I've been doing great, Angela. Thank you for asking, by the way. How you been? I've been doing great. I've been doing school. So we're working on audio production. That's what I've been working on now. And at the same time, I'm working a job. So I'm working full time, going back to school, just trying to keep my head above water, get more tools under my belt in general, and make a change. Get back to the mission that we've always been on here. And it, you know, that's what it is. He said, duh. Either way, it's duh. I hear that duh, like duh. Give us some more. I'm about to have to go fix this computer though, because I don't like the lag. Either I'm gonna be going live from my iMac or this is gonna be fixed. But I do want to say this. I appreciate everybody who came by this live. Make sure you smash the like button, share the stream. Let me know what we should be covering. If we should jump back into Sebastian, which I'm going to because my heart's in that case, regardless of what people think or what drama surrounds it. I don't give a shit about the drama. Screw him. We'll trample over the drama. It is what it is. We want to know where his voice is at. If his voice is still out there, why is he still voiceless now? Right? That's what we want to know. Why? Why has he not been found? Who's hiding him? Because from what I'm hearing, he's being hidden. Right? He's being hidden somewhere and people know where he's at. Why have certain people been cleared and why have others not been cleared? I'm not going to say who's been cleared and who wasn't because it was firsthand information and I heard it from a good source and they're a trusted source. They actually been working the case. So to hear that people have been cleared in the Sebastian Rogers case and I heard it from that credible source who I know is close with sources. And I'm not talking about the other side either. But I'm just saying in general, to be cleared, two people to be cleared, it's just, you know, what's going on? Why isn't the other one cleared? Why is the other one's facing the media all the time? Why are they keeping it up to keep things funded? Like, what's going on? We're just curious. I'm asking questions here. Anyways, Rev Gang, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the love, the support, everybody who has nice things to say, who are good people, good-hearted people, because I know a lot of you that support my channel are great-hearted people, and that's the reason that you're here, because obviously we see something in each other, and I appreciate the support deeply. I love you guys. Again, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you don't like me, get the fuck out of here. Get far away from me, because I don't care. I'm here, baby. I'm here to stay. I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to be barking on you. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. I love you. I will see you guys soon. Maybe on the paranormal channel later. You never know. Maybe back on here. You never know. I'm feeling great today. What about you? Shout out to all of y'all. You know, feeling great today. Shout out to the haters. Shout out to everybody in here that's Rep Gang family for life, that's supported, that's still here, that's still holding me down. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you being here with me on this journey. I appreciate you being part of my growth. I appreciate you pushing me to a higher level. I appreciate you wanting me to get and go and better my education, to be a father, to be a better person. Those people can't stand it. They can't stand to see you change. And we're going to keep on stomping them fucking gates down until they can blow a head gasket all they want. We're here, baby, and we're not going anywhere, no matter what these people say. I love you guys. Again, I appreciate the support, but you know what segment it is now, right? I mean, you know what time it is. Let's get it.
Yeah. Man, you know, I've been waking up these last couple days and just not feeling like myself. Feeling deep down with this depression in my mental health. You know, I know we all feel that way. I've talked to a lot of people in the Rev Gang, and I know they feel like that too. And that's why a lot of us relate. You know, we felt that pain. We wake up every day and stand up for those who feel it also. This is more than a movement. I really love this shit. I put my heart and soul into it too. Look, man, let's get to it. Wake up every day, going through depression. Learned another lesson as I count my blessings. Rise above the pain, make a new impression. Backs turn on me for the fame, casting shadows of doubt every time that you speak on my name. But that won't be a stepping stone for the clout or the fame. When the truth comes to light, the face will burn out in a shame. I'll keep rising above while they stay stuck in the game. Turning every light of fuel for my flame. Never flaunting my wealth, but still played in the game. Boy, gave from my heart just to get stabbed in my back. Now I'm treated like an enemy, cause loyalty they lack. Jealous of my rise, envious of my path. While they plot and scheme, I keep my goals intact. The envy fuels my drive, ignites my inner wrath. Facing all lies, I'll never let them pass. Bringing light to the lost, the ones we need to find. Families torn apart, left broken behind. Just them felon kids who vanish in the night. We'll keep raising our voice until we make it right. Voice of the voiceless, echoes in the dark, shining through the shadows, igniting every spark. Together we'll stand strong, never back down. Fighting for justice until the lost is found. Haters throw the shade, they try to drag me down, but I rise above the lies and wear my strength like a crown. The whispers feel my fire, but can't dim my glow. Every step I take forward leaves them stuck at the dope. Innocent lives lost, kids gone without a trace. We fight for justice every day to bring light to the case. Too many tears shed, too many hearts torn apart. And we won't rest till we bring peace to every heart. You don't need anyone to pave your way. You've got the strength to rise and slay. Let's do it. Remember, success is in your hands, and the love from your true ones is all you need to stand. That's a fact. When the world tries to bring you down, just look around and wear your crown. You've got the fire, the drive, the spark to to light up your night. Look, stay ahead of the fate. Keep your balance up straight. Don't let a sucker in your circle that just turns to a snake. I remember when you were here but couldn't look me in the face. If you want what I got, you gotta really feel the pain, boy. It takes commitment. You really gotta love what you pitch. This ain't a job to me. I wake up and really live this. I feel the pain from these victims. That's why I stay to myself, cause all they want is your wealth. They see you getting money, then they start to want it themselves. That's not what it's about. You're thinking of clout while the mission's making a change for the families losing a mouth. I used to be the person with no voice. It was like I was silenced from the start, really with no choice. And if I could go back, I would hug my mom and help everyone off drugs so nothing would go wrong. We were failed by the system, voices never mentioned. People doing dope, dying in my kitchen. CPS at the door cause somebody called the system. What you know about feeling with a family with no vision. Grew up in the hood, never knew what love was. Always waiting for my dad by the window like a bus. I evolved into me and found out what love was. I ain't letting off the brakes until God picks me up. Boy, I'm parking on these haters, staying in my path. I jumped on the mower cause I had to cut the grass. Every time I see you hate, it makes me wanna laugh. Cause you're jealous of my grind and try to emulate my craft. All of you are weak, fucking bullies of the week. Waking up every day, trying to walk us like we're sheep. I got my eyes open so I close them when you speak. Cause you really don't exist if you're something I don't see. Boy, to my people standing tall, don't ever lose sight. Keep pushing through the darkness until you reach the light. Don't let the haters be your downfall. Rise above their game. You've got the power within. Let them remember your name.
Let them remember it, man. They mad right now. It's all good though. They're mad right now because Trev's about to be dark. You know what time it is though. Let's go. Right back, bitch.
Calling out for justice till the Lord lets us all thrive. We ain't here to play no games. I just came to make a little change. Sick of the laws of corruption in our country. Yeah, it's a fucking shame. How the innocent hurts and the guilty get the laugh from the president's a curse. We all wanna fix it, but we can't fix shit if you never hear what the hell we say first. Dedicated, never hesitated. Speak for many, no hesitation. Give a voice to so many people. If you hear the pain, you could never hate it. Rise above the silence, amplify the cry. For every tear that falls, word that echo that defies. Break the silence loud and clear. Voices rise, the world will hear. We pray together every single stream, and I won't stop till I'm in your ear.
They want to be gone. Guess what? I'm about to be the worst nightmare. Best believe it.
Shadows, voices fade, but I make them heard every single day. I pray for change to the point that I think about coming with Web Gang as a parade. Chasing echoes, silent screams. We like the way with hope's high beams. Got in the lost back from the extremes. Voices rise, tearing at the seams. United in the fight, no one's left behind. Let me give you some advice. Be a voice for yourself, don't ever give up. You can always make a change, it ain't late to make it right. Step up, stand tall, together we ignite. Break the chains of silence, shining ever bright. I'm an angel with my wings, and focus on this fight. That's why I speak loud with this chest on my mic. Tired of the feeling, it's like all the villains. Steady state winning, how do we make a difference? They shut down opinions, got a bunch of little minions that will never make decisions on anything they're pitching. But we break the mold, no blind submission. Rise and revolt with clear vision. Voice the truth, our strong mission, we will compose. Let's go.
Don't go unnoticed. They thought they got me out the way. See, what you got to do sometimes is back up from a situation and go and better yourself. Find ways to be better. You just got to be better. There ain't no numbers in the amount. You can't bring enough numbers amounted in the world to mean what the real ones in here mean to me. No matter what, you can come and go and browse and look, but you can never replace the real ones that love you. Remember that. And you're the only one that can make a change. If you are spreading bullshit, you're part of the problem. It is what it is. We don't got time to worry about that. We got time to worry about making a difference. If you thought you got me up out the way, I'm about to be your worst enemy, because you're going to see me more than you ever wanted to. In fact, you're going to be back cheering, hoping that I'm gone. But I'm going to wake up every day and be right there all up in your grill. Have fun trying.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, well, they serve me well. Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Every day I wake up, I'm here to make a change. Only time will tell, I hope it takes the pain away. I see these families going through it every single day. Another person dead, an article up on the page. But I hold on to hope like a candle in the rain. Got it by the light, trying to break through these heavy chains. In the heart of the night, I'm searching for the flame. Speaking for the silent and the honor, I'ma pave the lane. In the silent battles, I become the roaring train. Carrying the hopes on this long and winter terrain. Through the valleys of silence, the dreams I entertain. In the quiet whispers, my purpose remains the same. Let's
sacrifices and the sleepless nights, well, they serve me well. Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell.
Look.
Only time will tell.
We're really feeling like we're living in hell. Let's get on YouTube and start searching and you'll see it yourself. But together we light up the dark, standing strong, playing a part. Heart to heart, we heal, we mend. And this battle will prevail in the end. Voice for the voices we defend. In the silence our words transcend. With every note we send a message, deep truths we blend. And every verse hope strength from our spirit within. Let's wake up, start the day, I'm back fighting again. Giving a voice to the people who have nothing to give. They come to me, I let them speak and tell it just like it is. I've been sacrificing all my life, I sleep when it is.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, well, they serve me well. Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Divine spirit of love and light. In this hour of need, guide America right. Shine your grace on every child, every soul. Mend our hearts, make our nation whole.
All the sacrifices and the sleepless nights, well, they serve me well. Only time will tell. I just keep on praying that I'll find my way if I go through hell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Hey, they say if you're not impressing or leaving an impression on people, you're not doing nothing. I watched myself leave an impression on thousands of people with even false stories. But what I do know the most is that we've made an impression out here on the YouTube streets and people's lives. We help change lives. And the fact that you were able to deter me for 7 months, it's all right. It happens. But I'm all up in your grill and I'm fighting back. And you won't push me down with your bullshit. You won't bully me. You won't stomp on me. My spine is in place. My backbone is replaced. Yeah, I might have went down for a few months, 7 months, 6, 7, whatever. It is what it is. We all have times like that. We all go down. But you get back up and you continue fighting and you continue stomping forward and you continue spreading your message no matter what anyone says to you. And if you let somebody get you down and you become weak, find that strength to get out of that rut. Find that strength to rise above any person that wants to burn you to the ground and get up in their grill and say, you ain't doing this shit to me. You ain't doing this to me. This is my shit. If you want to get the off of here, get off of here. That's on you. Like I said, as long as we have a pin of rose on your nose, as long as we have a Rook in the chat, a Gypsy, a Heather, we're good. And if I missed any names, I apologize. But as long as we have you, that's all that matters to me. Dear Jesus, baby. Whoa, fan, I see you.
Yeah, dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they trying to take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life of sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not trying to be gone in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me. I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
Blood. Dear Jesus, I wanted to change. I'm over feeling all of this pain. I've been through the struggle, I've been through the rain. These haters are looking for something to blame. They always are coming all up on my page, filled with their hatred, they think that I'll rage when I am really laughing in the face. You either a rev gang or you are a snake. I don't give a shit about none of your drama. My faith is with God as I fix all my problems. You people be running and hugging the fence while I stay focused on myself and I'm evolving. I use my platform every day for a loving light to make a better place. Watching these kids lose their lives just makes me turn insane.
Dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life of sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be gone in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me. I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
Look, it's nothing but pain. All of these families are feeling the same. Losing their loved ones to all of this violence. Our government doesn't want to make a change. It feels like a game, this shit ain't the same. All of y'all do is just pick at our brains. Give up a little info, they conceal the rest and expect us to believe what you say. How is change gonna happen? You let these pedophiles run around and trash it. They touch kids but the judge gets an ass kiss. And you expect us to wanna roll with that shit? He touched a kid and gets 2 years maximum, but gets back out on the streets looking for a scheme, sneaking in a family, then killing a team. And now we stand together as human beings. Jesus, I'm asking for help. These bastards should really be burning in hell. At least the rest of the life in the jail. We really don't understand all of the failed. Audrey Cunningham, Quentin Simon, Kylie Rodney to Summer Wells. All my life I've been waiting for purpose, and now I have it, I will prevail.
Dear Jesus, how should I move? I got these demons all on me, they tryna take over again. All of this money, I know it can't pay for this life of sin. All that I ever wanted was to win, but I'm not tryna be gone in the wind. Dear Jesus, I need you to walk for me. I need you to talk for me, cause I don't seem to do it properly. Dear Jesus, yeah, dear Jesus.
Hey, you know I gotta run this one though. What would it be without this bad boy right here? Yeah.
I count my blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you.
Wouldn't be the same with none of y'all by my side. You hold me down every day and it makes me strive. I wake up and look forward to doing these lives. A lot of y'all really came and opened up my eyes, and I hope I gave it back because cause it came with yours. No matter what they say, I know I opened up them doors. I brought a family together even though shit was rough. They tried to shut us down, but we really shut them up. No matter what, we stand together when shit gets tough. I wanna thank everyone for showing me love. The Rev Gang family is something I cherish and love. And I'll smack anyone for fucking with us.
Blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you.
No one to give a voice to the voiceless. People get killed for other stupid choices. Standing up for the families that took a loss is something that we find important. Rap game strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it will lead up. All my life I strive for greatness. I manifested my time with patience. People try to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have the backs. I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to read what I see. Don't forget to lock your doors, cause there's danger all up in these streets. Y'all really put life into the air that I breathe. I really am thankful for all of my peeps. Your loyalty means a lot to me, so this is a special thank you from me.
Blessings for the days when I was down and losing faith. They made me patient. All I can say is thank you. I really wouldn't be the same if I ain't gone through all the pain. Look what it made me. All I can say is thank you.
We need another one, man. We need another one. I'm sorry. We need another one. Hold up. We need another one. What do we got going on here? Hold up. What do we got? Say a prayer for me. Oh, this is a banger right here. This joint right here. To the mom. The mom, if you're listening, I know you're in a tough position, but I love you no matter what. And that goes for every hater too. I love y'all. I think family, love y'all. This right here. Woo, this might be my favorite song.
Yeah. Dear mama, I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, yeah.
Dear mama, you're all that I got. I know life was messed up and went left with my pops. I was out there running the block, drugs in my side. After I got raped, I blamed you and my pops. I was mad at life, I hated myself. I thought if I could blame y'all, it would fix itself. But I was wrong, and I can admit that there was nothing worse than waking up every day not knowing your worth. Mama, no matter what you did to me, I just wanna say I love you. I'll make you proud with victory. I stand tall every day and look these kids in the face. Growing up like I did, that's why I wanna make a change. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am. So this song is for you, mama. You gotta know that you're special. I miss you so much. If you need me, I'll come to your rescue. Mama, I remember just the other day, you would tuck me in the bed and tell me everything's okay. You would tell me nothing's ever gonna happen, but these people kept coming around. It was like the devil watching us collapsing. I just had to forget it, but just know you're forgiven. We get stuck in the system. Mom, get out that prison, cause you're better than that. I'll carry us on our back and pull us out of that trap. Dear mama, I love you.
I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, yeah.
Mama, I know you uplifted the trauma, and I ain't trying to bring it up to start no drama. I just want you to know that I'ma glow in your memory, cause you were the best. I have your soul. Don't ever let no man tell you what the f to do. Don't ever let no man put his hands all over you. I don't wanna see you getting hurt anymore. You've been to hell and back, mom. It's time to open them doors. It's 2024, I'm here to turn the page. Voice for the voiceless, the year we make a change. Tired of the deaths in our country. People acting funny, switching over money. Materialism, people lack substance. Haters everywhere, the devil's getting comfy. Your mama, spread your wings, you're free now. Love you, I will always forgive you, no matter the troubles.
Dear mama, I know you told me stay out of that drama, and I know you wanna see me living proper. I'm just doing this for you and all my partners. In they pocket watching, they ain't got no honor. They an actor, should've got an Oscar. I know we got some problems to get out of, and I know that we done been through some trauma. So I just write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Had to write this letter to you saying, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama. Dear mama, I just want you to have faith, yeah. No, I'm about to go fill up the bank, yeah. Dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, dear mama, yeah.
Dear mama, this is definitely the best I've made. It's a fact. There's no BS on that whatsoever. You know? Yeah. Oh, that's old. That's old. Ooh. Here you go.
Yeah. You ever been to that stage in your life where it's like something's gotta change for the better? Cause that depression's killing you. I don't think you wanna know, no, what I'm feeling in my heart. Every day I open up, it feels like I'm looking in the dark. I've been stuck here my whole life. You don't know how it feels to be missing meals, cause every day you wake up, you're addicted to pills, cause everybody's on your ass like a motherfucking drill. I'm starting to get pissed cause my life's shit. Doctor said the word cancer, they run around giving me answers. I'm just reaching out in a stage of depression. Will my life make a change? This shit ain't a game. My mom's been on drugs and it drives me insane. I seen more shit as a kid like murder, and it really affected the fuck on my brain. How can I change when everybody really goes around straight acting the same, claiming they love you, but they don't love shit? I never had a family, I never felt what love is. Half my heart wants to quit, the other side wants to bitch. I just wanna make a changes. You don't need help, I'm just asking, I'm sick.
I'm looking for change. I'm searching for change. I'm looking for change. I just want change.
All I really want is change. Depression is take me another lane, and then my mind's clogged up like a really broken drain. Please help, I just need a little bit to change. And when I come back, I promise I'll make them feel the flame. I am damaged by my past in the dark, being locked up in a room like jail straight from the start. Being raped, watching people die really ruined my heart. So if there's really change, I think it's time to fucking start. Cause let's be honest, my mental can't handle a lot. That's why I'm so broken like glass from a parking lot. I have a lot of faith, then the next day, really not. I believe in myself, but depression is gonna really harm.
I'm looking for change. I'm searching for change. I'm looking for change. I just want.
Let's not leave on a sad note. Let's rev up a little bit. I know, you know, it is what it is.
I'm always revved up, I'm never turning down. I smoke a blunt to the face to calm my nerves down. I'm reaching up, got my head right above the clouds. I can feel the calm before the storm, there is no tapping now. I'm always revved up, I'm never turning down. I smoke a blunt to the face to calm my nerves down. I'm reaching up, got my head right above the clouds. I can feel the calm before the storm, there is no tapping I'm on my grind, try to stop me, I'ma knock you out. Praised in the streets, little boys, you are not allowed. Claiming you're the best, now I'm coming for your neck. I came out the pussy with the mic as a vet. I've been on the grind, they see me as a threat. I ain't here to sign deals and run off with a check. I just got a lot of passion and a heart in my chest. I love making music, when I do it, it's the best. I've been working non-stop, serving beats like a chef. I'm here to take over, separate me from the rest. Cause I see a lot of separation from people that wanna go and help, but they never go and do it. They claim they really about that life like 6ix9ine, but in court look foolish. I've been all around the block, streets flooded with the cops, doing time in a cell life, looking at the box with my mind on my dreams, now reaching for the top. They say that I can't, prove them wrong on the spot. I'm always revved up, I'm never turning down. I smoke a blunt to the face that calm my nerves down. I'm reaching up, got my head right above the clouds. I can feel the calm before the storm, there is no tapping now. I'm always revved up, I'm never turning down. I smoke a blunt to the face that calm my nerves down. I'm reaching up, got my head right above the clouds. I can feel the calm before the storm, there is no tapping now. They got you tapping out. Let's go. What's all that rap about? You got bars, but your music ain't a cap and gown. You try to make a song, your hooks lack the sound. The fact you think you're good has got me laughing out. Step into the belly of the beast, you're all food on my table and I'm ready for the feast. Stomping on the field like an old paraclete, you better hang it up now, cause I got you by your feet. Walk you like a dog, cause I got you by the leash. Labels got you on the paper, signing deals like a lease. But you do what they say and you say what they preach. If that's being real, I'd rather hang from a tree. People don't know the term of being real. They'll be anyone just to go and make a meal. They act all hard to the gangsters in the grill, and they hit it, hammer cock on the spot, you get killed. Little sucker, you don't want that beef. Claim you got hands till I catch you in the streets. Run up on a pussy like a steak, you get beat. I've been about that life, different gazing to the peeps. I'm with it, motherfucker. I'm always revved up, I'm never turning down. I smoke a blunt to the face to calm my nerves down. I'm reaching up, got my head right above the clouds. I can feel the calm before the storm, there is no tapping now. I'm always revved up, I'm never turning down. I smoke a blunt to the face to calm my nerves down. I'm reaching up, got my head right above the clouds. I can feel the calm before the storm, there is no tapping now.
Tapping out, baby.
There is no tapping now.
It's for the weak folks in the back. Quit tapping the fuck out and stand up. Let's get it.
There is no tapping now.